Hello guys, come on in. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you're hearing this portion of it, you are likely watching the replay. So put hashtag replay so I know you were here. I love to go back and say hey to you. And of course, if you're popping in right now, say hi so I can say hi to you live. We love to know who was here, and so it's just fun to go back and see who watches replays and things. So come on in. I am just showing you what we did yesterday. You may have already seen it in my story, but here it is. It's my little, what I'm calling Frankenstein pumpkin. We painted it yesterday in the private group and then added these stitches and glass and, well, actually these are rocks, you know, like little rocks. I don't know what to call them. Not glass, but... and then stitches around the frame, and it turned out so cute. We got some glitter in there. I just love it. I like happy Halloween kind of stuff, not scary. So that was a perfect little project. Thank you, Lisa, for sprinkling. I appreciate you. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Laveda. Thank you for the stars, Laveda. Goodness, I appreciate it. I haven't had stars in so long. Hi, Penny. Hi, Lynn. I'm going to go back. Hi, Helen. Hi, Vicky and Linda. Oh, I cannot wait to show y'all these cards I got today. Hi, Penny. Hi, Leanne. I'm so sorry if I missed anybody. Hi, Jermaine. Hello, Cynthia. Guys, I got some amazing cards. I cannot wait to show you these. I'll go through pretty quick. I'm making a compilation video where you can look at them slower if you want to kind of get some inspiration. This one is so cool. This is... she has taken paper and folded it up. I would like to try to figure out how she did this. And then it makes a pocket. It's so cute to put the little ATC card. So stay strong. It's just made of papers. And I believe watercolor on the background. This is Shelly in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I just think it's so pretty. And then a few little embellishments that I'll be able to use on a card. Maybe to send back to her. So everybody who sends me a card is getting one from me. I love the barn and the little outdoor painted background and then the truck. This is from Teresa Stedman. I love it. So cute. This just blew me away when I saw it. This is so me. I don't know why I've never made one more like this. I love... that's the thing about Texas. Now, this is Wyoming, but when I saw it, I just immediately resonated because it feels like Texas. You know, I always say texture is how leather and texture-y is how I feel about Texas. So, oh, hi, guys. Hey, Donna and Barbara and Daniela. Thank you, Vicki, for sprinkling. And Marie, thank you. Marcia, thank you for sprinkling your cards in here, too. Hi, Goldie. Did you get yours yet? You may not get it until today. Thank you, Lynn, for sprinkling. Hi, Andrea. So anyway, lots of texture. I love the threads in the background little picture. There's like a little ticket and a button. So this is all about Wyoming for her. I just love it. So this is Martha Thien, and then Wyoming on the back. This just made me so happy. I love to know where you guys are from and kind of what's important to you and what makes you you and all that. This is what I'm collecting all of the stamps off the postage that I've received from you guys, and I want to do the same thing using postage stamps for the card, and I just thought that was so cute. So Kay Lawson, that's from her. This and this feminine and pretty, and look, the little tag comes out of the little pocket. So easy to do. I haven't made a pocket on mine. This is from Alma Dyer. And little buttons and lace just feels so feminine to me. And of course the little pearls. So there's another idea, guys. You can get so much inspiration by seeing what other people are doing. This one blew my socks away. This is Arminta Originals. Her name's Dana. And so she has used fabric and actually sewn it with a sewing machine to make this little pumpkin card. So if you're not making ATC cards, you could make this into a little craft, you know, like put it on something and set it out. I mean, it's adorable. And then look at this. Look at this. There's two from Gwen Gwen, what's your other one? I think it's this one. No? Oh, it's this one. Yes, it's these two. These two feel so, so feminine and pretty to me. This one, well, they're both just amazing. Of course, the Grace made me think of my business and everything. And the Faith, this is just what I'm all about. So, listen, not perfect, just forgiven. Okay, so let me say that, because I definitely struggle, like everybody, to show grace and to have strong faith, but you know, we're working on it. We're works in progress. So anyway, I just love what she did with these. She wrote me the sweetest note. So thank you for that. This one, who did I say? Marcia Ammons, and didn't you give me? Yes, these two are from Marcia. I keep forgetting who's from who, because I just opened these today. Teddy bear, adorable, with all the little embellishments, and then the cardinal, which is always special. When you've lost someone, the cardinal just kind of symbolizes that love you had. And I know, I love them. Yes, I want to make some pockets too. This was from Barbara, and she used the snippet rolls, guys. Remember when we did a little tree? I don't know if mine's handy. I think I have a couple left. So she took it a step further. Isn't hers adorable? So I love this, and that's what we do. You know, you see something that I did, and then you can take it up a notch, and I just love that card. And then also this one she made for my 3rd anniversary. That's also from Barbara McMurray, and so special to me because of that. So thank you for being so personal with it. Also this one. So these two, was it 3? Yes, it is all 3 from Barbara. The birthday. So she really made it personal, which I thought was so sweet. And I love the little girl with the cake. When I saw this one, I thought, remember to keep your cards. So if you have a little tag or a little card, and you know, you go to chunk it because you don't need it anymore, or maybe it's off of a gift bag, you know, just kind of think outside the box and save little pieces. So anything that's around 1 inch to 2 inches would be great to save for cards. And then look at this, you guys. We have 1, 2, 3. Isn't that cute and fun? 4, 5, 6, playful, 7, and 8 from Emma Diaz. I could not believe it when I opened it up. 8 in one envelope. She also was really creative in how she kind of had taped them together like this, and then taped these together, you know, and so it was in a nice line in her envelope. So they mailed fine. So thank you guys. You'll all get one from me. Oh, I'm so glad. I just love it, Joanne. It's been so much fun. If you have not made one yet, come on, guys. It is too much fun to pass up. So today I'm going to give you another quick, easy inspiration, and I'm going to give you something at the end, so hang with me. But I pulled some fall colored papers. This is just a very super thin piece of cardboard I saved. Whenever, I know it's weird, but don't we save good boxes? A lot of us do. And this was something that was in a package. There's Cheryl. Cheryl, how are you feeling today, sweet friend? Praying for you that you are healing well. Thank you, Christy, for sprinkling. I know, Debbie. I'm just so grateful for you guys that have sent them, and I'll be sending you one back. Thanks, Tana. How are you today? Anyway, save any really thin. This is really sturdy cardboard. But thin, so I'm going to use that. You want to keep your ATC cards under 1/4 of an inch if you can, thick. You know, you don't want a really thick one because you want it to go into one of our little pockets. You know, you can get these, flexible pockets, or you can get a little more sturdy one. That's what I'm sending you guys, is the sturdy one, so that they will mail better. And then you can put them in like the baseball, protector sleeves. But I have just pulled some of my fall papers. These are just, look, scraps. You can find this on junk mail, and I do keep my junk mail. I was going to show you This is my latest one that I found in the mail. And I was like, don't throw that away. I want that. And Ron said, it's junk. And I was like, I know, but I can use it. Look at it. It's full of fun things that I'll be able to use on projects. And then this, when I practice things, I'll practice in like a sketchbook or in a mixed media book. And then I don't throw it away. I'll cut it and, use it on something. So I'm going to use a little piece of this today. So here we go. We're going to do a fall one today. And hope this gives you some inspiration. Oh, and I just showed the ATCs that I've received, so you go back and watch if you want to see them. So many fun ones, and I'll probably get another 1 or 2 today in the mail. It's just been such a blast. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys what's up my sleeve today. Pulled these buttons in. Does anybody have any idea what I'm doing based on what you're seeing with colors and all that? So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's see. I always say that and then I'm like, wait, let me back up and think. What is the first thing I'm going to do? I like to do this in real time so that you guys see my process. And the more you see the process, you're going to get more creative if you're not already. Because some people are like, I just can't think of things like you do. And I promise you can. It just takes a little bit of practice. Hope you're feeling you can't stay. Okay, no problem, Deborah Ann. I'm glad that you said hi. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. That means a lot to me, especially when you're on your way somewhere. Hi, Carol. Glad y'all are here, and thank you for sprinkling. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so I think I'm going to use that for the background. I like crinkling it up to give it that texture. So we're going to build, did anybody say what they think it's going to be? Let me see. Scarecrow. Yes, y'all are getting it. That's it. Hi, Nelda. Thank you, Debbie, for sprinkling. And Judy K, thank you so much. I'm going to do a scarecrow. So I'm just kind of thinking about building. Maybe this will be the scarecrow. We'll make this the scarecrow. Let's start with that. Okay. And obviously he's going to be rustic, right? We don't want perfect. We want, jagged and... So let's kind of start here. We'll put a background. I'm not sure what yet. I'm thinking as we go. We need a brim for the hat. And maybe even put some of this for the hat. This is leather paper. It is thin, as you can kind of see through it. But it's got this cool texture. I wish I could explain to you because it's not flimsy. But I think I will use this for the hat. So just double it over a few times and leave it rustic. So leave these little folds, right? That's what I'm thinking. But cut it down a little bit. Let's just see. We're doing this together, guys. And if we don't like it, we take it off, right? So, what if we made the brim of the hat? See, I don't want to use black because let me just try this. Thank you, Anne. Anne is in Australia. Thank you for sprinkling on your side of the pond. Appreciate it. Hi, Inga. You left Tennessee. Listen, guys, I am praying for you guys that are in the path of the storm today or have relatives or something in the path of the storm. And I think a lot of us are praying. It is so awful to watch. People have to leave their homes, and I know it must be so scary. So we are praying from Texas, and lots of my followers and people in my group have been talking about it, so I know they are too. Let's just kind of think here if we are starting to see it. You've got to blur your eyes, guys, because it really don't look good yet, and I know. And then I thought we would use these for eyes and, paint on. Oh, and I've got a few other things. Okay, hold on. Forgot about this. So let's do, I also forgot about this. Yes. See, now I'm realizing I did put some things over here. Yes, safe travels. Oh, Ireland. I'm sorry, Anne. Yes. Sorry about that. You are. I got you confused with somebody. Oh, this would be a cute hat. I might save this leather for something else. Let me see. So let's see, his face is going to be, you know, so big. This is one that I know what I'm going to do, but I have not made one yet, so you just have to play. Yeah, let's use this for the hat. So I'll want it cut the same size as the face. And we're going to need 2 of these. Y'all see the process? Do you see the wheels turning? And does it make you think of things you have? I really do like using things that we have on hand. I'm just not sure about this background, and the reason is, oh, I know what I'll do. I have an idea. Okay, it took me a second, but now I have an idea for the background. Hi, Mitzi. You don't have mini crafters. Let's see. Oh, I totally understand. Listen, when I share on my regular page, yeah, it's crickets over there. I don't either. And that's why I love being here. Yes, you guys are welcome to follow me on my regular page, but there's nothing much going on. I need to do better about posting, but all the fun's happening right here. So we are going to use this kind of for our start of a base. We'll add some things to it. These papers that I'm using came from a friend, Cheryl Burris. She's in my private group, and she sent me a bunch of large pieces of scrapbook paper to use, and I've had a blast going through them. I mean, there's so many good ones, and so I like using different pieces and kind of piecing it together. It makes it so interesting. Of course, we're going to have the Scarecrow on top of all this, so not tons of it will show, but it does make it fun and interesting. That's all right. The fun is here. You guys be sure and mark your calendar. If you use your phone calendar like I do, put on there Friday at 6 p.m. Central. I am doing what I'm calling a special live, and I'm giving you an announcement. So be sure and not miss it. It is also the last day of my big giveaways. You know, I've been doing a giveaway like all month long. Lots of happy mail has gone out. For my 3rd anniversary of the page, I've been trying to celebrate everybody and give away as many things as I can. And so be sure and mark it and come. I did make a little event, and if you mark going on the event, it'll give you a reminder. So that's why I like doing that. Because if you're like me, you know, life gets busy and you totally forget, and then you're going to miss it. And I want y'all here. And I'm going to leave. So I like using the playing cards when I can, and I'll just leave it just like this with them all the way to the end. And then what I'll do is add a piece of watercolor paper on the back, so it makes it basically like a full-size card that's not clipped. Okay, so in the little kit that I made the other day for Alice in Wonderland papers and things, that's what I gave you: 2 playing cards and 2 watercolor cards, so that you can do this exact thing and kind of make it a full size. I do this last though because my hands get messy and I get paint and glue on this side, so that way it covers it up. You've had several told you don't share to them. Oh, really? Hi, Lori. Oh, bless you. We're praying for Florida, girl. We are. Yeah, that's okay. Don't make anybody mad. You know, it's not worth that. No way. Okay. No, I was going to put, this is what I was going to do, is put some of this leather paper down also. You can put book pages, magazine, anything, junk mail, you know, just start adding, and I'm going to double it up. Kind of see how I staggered it. And then, oh, that was a lot of glue. Really didn't need that much. This paper is very thin. I'm going to kind of fold it back, doubling it again, see, and just kind of create some cool texture. And it covers up some of that black because I really didn't want a lot of black at the top because I am going to put a crow on his hat. That's the plan anyway. I'll kind of tear that off there to show a little of that. And then take those little pieces, put them on. You know, just there's no rules. That's the fun part of this, is you get to get in here and play and just use scraps that you have and have fun. And your brain is working on being creative, and so you're not stressing about the storm or the things that we cannot control, right? There is no point in stressing about it if we can't control it. So we have to kind of actively work against it because it's human nature to worry and to fret. You know, that's normal, especially if you've got family in the line of a storm or going through something, or you're going through something. So this is just a tool, you know, doing something crafty is a great tool to keep occupied. And the thing that I have loved the most about these and doing these all month is the sharing. You know, we are giving these to each other. We are sharing with people. I've had a lot of you say that you're going to carry them with you and share with people, you know, like as you're out and about. So if you see the mom in the supermarket who's super stressed out, you know, you can hand her a little card and say, it'll be okay, here, I want you to have this, you know, just something super fun and just doesn't take anything to bless somebody. Okay. And you can make them much easier than what I'm doing too. It doesn't have to be, you know, really much of anything. It can be very simple. So that's the face. We're using this for the hat. Let's add some of this little, I got a little stamp kit from Temu very inexpensively. And I'm just cutting them and using them when I need them, you know. So this is the first time I've used this one. I know not everybody wants to use Temu, so you can find these at lots of scrapbooking stores or Amazon. So don't worry if you're like, oh, well, that's great, I'm not using, you know, find them anywhere. I'm just going to kind of do it random. Couple of swipes there. And we'll let that dry. Let me see if I need to stamp anything else. We could stamp a little of his face. Just kind of an little odd and ends there. Just kind of a couple of passes. So see, not a whole lot, but gives it a little more character than just plain. I usually drop this into my water cup. So have a water cup, drop it in there, and you can take it off the little backing. I just thought it'd be easier to drop it in your cup, and it'll be fine until I can go clean it. Your Dollar Tree? Oh, good. That's perfect, Sue. And yes, I showed it. And it was fantastic. I'll have to tag you in the video if you didn't see it. Or photo. I can't remember now. I think it was a photo now that I think about it. Okay, I'm going to start kind of building. I want him kind of sideways. Gotta be careful since that's a little wet. We need a brim for his hat. Come on. I don't want to glue anything down until I get it exactly how I want it. We're going to put some of this raffia coming out of the hat. I get this stuff at the Dollar Tree. It is actually like a Hawaiian skirt for a kid. But then you can I just literally cut off a few strips when I need it, and that's all you have to do. So we'll have this kind of coming out from his hat. Just swap it. Oh, Donna, I hope you will. I sure do, because they're just so fun. They're fun, they're easy, they're quick. Now, sometimes you'll see me using a lot of, but this is all things scraps from what I already had. But they don't have to be difficult. You can do very simple things. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll show you pictures and a video of the ones I've received, and those will inspire you. So that will come out of the hat, and I want to do a brim, and I think we'll use this black. Ooh, or should we use this with the black on it? Give it a little bit of something, you know, a little more sturdiness to the brim. So grab you an Amazon box or cardboard or whatever, junk mail. Yeah, that'll be perfect for the brim. See that? So it's just grab some supplies and kind of see what you come up with, or definitely follow my tutorials. I've got so many now that you can see. I'm going to use paint. Yes, I'm using my fingers, you guys. That's why I can't have nice nails, because this is the best way to do little things, as I just use my little tools that are attached. Okay, so we'll use that for the brim. I want to make a crow, and I don't know if I can just freehand a crow, because, you know, it's not like a regular bird. So I'm going to kind of practice on something. Let's grab a sheet of, we'll do this. So it needs to be really tiny. So let me just kind of get the size down, maybe something like that. We'll just do a very basic one, you know, like that. Simple, simple. Oh, and thank you for the stars. Yes, and that's okay. Listen, just watch and have fun seeing it, and you know, it's okay if you don't ever make one, but for those who are able and want to, it really is a ton of fun. I just can't tell you how fun it is checking the mail. And Ron went yesterday to check my post office box for me, because we only have really one car, so he was using it, and so he said he'll just check it. And when he came home with it, I was just like, like squealing like a little kid, because there was like 6 in there, and I was so happy. You can use your ink, you know, stamp, paint, markers, whatever. I've just got a little black left on my palette here, so we're gonna paint that little crow. Like so. So that will be on the hat. And then I know I want a sunflower. Let me see about the sunflower. So I've got, let me cut a little piece of this. Another one of the papers that Cheryl gave me was this. Now I can't use, you know, this is obviously too big, but we can definitely make a sunflower out of it. So we're just going to cut a center. You really realize how big your fingers are when you go to do these things that require little bitty pieces. And then let me think if we could find an easy way to cut this out. So I'll just draw a little sunflower. Now you can paint one, totally paint one. I will tell you what I'll do, guys, since we're kind of coming to a close on this month of ATCs. I will give you the tracer for this flower, the crow, you know, and maybe even the scarecrow, so you can make it easy. So then I'm going to cut this out and flip it over, and then we'll have our little sunflower. So I bet you can find some junk mail that has the color yellow on it and use that. Or a cereal box. You know, you're going to start, if you'll start making these, you'll start looking at things different. So somebody will be throwing away a soap box or, you know, oatmeal box, and you'll be like, wait, I need that. I can use that on my ATC. ATCs can be almost like junk journaling, you know, where you just use the things you have around you and then turn it into art. And that's the beautiful thing. And listen, they are whimsical and fun, at least the ones we're doing, you know. They don't have to be like Picasso's, obviously. These are fun. They make people happy. If you have received one ever from anybody, let us know if it made you happy, because I know it did. Okay, so here we go. We're going to build. Gotta back it up, Terry. Gotta put some of this stuff. I think I'm ready to build. Okay, I think it's coming together, so let's just start. Let's get our Scarecrow face down. This is just the face. Hi, Mary. How are you today? Glad you're here live with me. You received a darling envelope from State C. Yes. And don't we all have, I don't know if y'all do, but you know, there's things you get. So like when St. Jude, you make a donation and they send you like some labels or they send you some stickers. And don't we put those in drawers or something? You know, we kind of just, we don't want to throw it away. So pull some of those things out and use them. Challenge yourself to use what you have. Yep, that's going to work. So I need to put these under this. So here we go. Just had to get kind of my bearings. Let me see how. So I don't want that sticking over the top of the card. So I can cut it if I need to, but I think I want it about like that. So I'm going to make a little line just right here. I don't want to go. So this is where I'm going to put my glue for the little raffia pieces. And we'll just let them be willy-nilly, right? We can trim them. We can give this guy a haircut. Sticking one in the mail tomorrow. Yay! Fun, fun. We have done a few things in my private group where we send cards to people and things, and I just want to keep this going. I just think, you know, it brings so much joy to us and to people, and boy, do we need it in this world. My gosh, it's such a crazy time. Hard times for people. Okay, so we'll trim it, don't worry, but I am going to go ahead and get this down. Now you can use, oh goodness, nope. You can use hot glue if you want to. I'm just going to try to do it with Mod Podge here. Recycled a bunch, yes, awesome. Do it, Christy. Be sure that you guys are posting in the Art and Craft Showcase group. That's just my free group, and I love having people post in there so that we all get inspired by what you do. You just don't know. Listen, I've had some of you write me the sweetest notes that I will treasure forever. And I know this sounds silly, but I thought I'm going to put these up on, and that way on the days that I'm down or having a hard time with Facebook, I can be encouraged that, you know, some of you have told me, like, I haven't crafted in 20 years and I'm crafting because of you. And I'm just like, what? Me? Oh, it just really makes me grateful. And grateful to know you guys, and grateful that we have a platform, as wonky as it is, you know, we have all kind of met from it. So I probably do need hot glue. Darn it. I'm going to just, I'll tell you what, I'll use Stick Fast. Yes, exactly, Cynthia. That's another reason I love them too. Is that the right length? Is you can do them quickly. Now I take my time, I talk. Sometimes I go overboard on these. You know, you don't have to do all that I'm doing, but you can do them in 30 minutes. And I do have at least one tutorial where I did in 30 minutes. So I'm just going to keep that down for a second for the brim. Enjoyment, yes, Mary, it is very therapeutic and fun. Oh, I love that, Andrea, and I still have to get him one. He was a challenge for me because I wanted to do something he was into, and then I've got to do that. I know, Andrea, we do. I think I just have so many back problems that I just haven't done anything, you know, live getting out with people. But maybe when it cools down, that would be a great thing to do. Okay, so there's that for now. Let's do our sunflower and our crow. I'm going to kind of play with placement. So let's say our sunflower maybe here. We could even use a button in the center. Let's just try a button for fun. Now, the smallest button I have is probably that one. Yeah, that's cute. What do y'all think? You like the button? It's a little big, but that's okay. I think it's cute there. If you wanted to, could put that or something in the center, but eh. And then the crow. Oh, yeah, on top of that. How about that? So, I got it. You like the button. Okay. I think I'm going to mark on this with my micron pen before I put it on. Let's see. Or Pitt pen. It's basically the same thing. In my opinion, I haven't studied the difference, but permanent and good to use with mixed media. Just give these a little definition. Is that one smaller? Choose that one. Ah, my fingers are going to stick together. Sue, I got these on Amazon. I can get you a link if you need it, or you can just look up Faber-Castell Pitt, P-I-T-T, pen. They also sell them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Might put just a little bit more on that since the button's on there. I'm going to have that kind of come over the hat a little if I can. So I'm just going to hold this down a second. Thank you, Sheila. You like the button? Thank you, Ann. And Sue, Joanne. You guys are so encouraging and sweet. Thank you. Glad y'all like it. Well, you see how easy it is to just kind of get your things out and kind of start playing around. Or look at a photo. You know, you can look at anything that I've created and use that as inspiration. Other people probably don't mind either. I can't speak for them, but I think most creators want to inspire people and see you guys making what we make and trying things. It definitely brings me joy. Okay. Set him right on top of that flower. And we'll put an eye on there. I'm going to get out a little bit of white paint for that because I don't have a white marker. Mine all dried up. Haven't had a white one in a while. So, thank you guys for sprinkling today. I definitely appreciate it. I was really afraid nobody'd be here because I have not been live in a bit. And sometimes that just really harms our reach. So I appreciate you guys. Just a little eye. And then I think I'm going to lightly give him a little highlight. Just kind of a little, so he shows up a little more. And then maybe a little yellow beak. Just kind of dab a tiny bit of paint on there. could have done this before, but why make it easy, you know? Let's make it a challenge. Okay, let's see if y'all can see that. Can you see his little beak? All right, let's do, so I told you I save things like this and cut them up and use them. Sometimes I even use it as a tag. So like if you ordered something from me that was in like a little bag, I might, you know, pop a hole in that right on here and tag it. You know, I just use them for things. So let's use these for the background for the eyes and nose maybe. If you don't have something, you know, that you like that, you can use paper. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that Cheryl had given me. You can also take your palettes that you use when you paint and cut them up, which is what I've done with all this. So sometimes I will take this and use, we'll just show you what I'm talking about. His nose. Eyes, I might just use this kind of white color for the eyes, base of the eyes anyway. Thank you, Inga. Oh, thanks, Carol. Glad you're here live. Did you set your alarm? You guys, be sure, you know, if you need any prayer, leave that in the comments. I'll go back and write down those. And I do read my comments. I always do. Sometimes as we're live, we just don't see everybody because obviously my head is down and I'm working on these details. But I do go back and read them and write down any prayer requests. And sometimes it's very late when I do it, but I do it. Let's say that's the base for the eyes there, and then we'll draw on a mouth or something. Okay, let's do something with our eyes. And if you have a hard time getting, you know, dealing because they're moving around, they're so tiny, you can do it on the paper. I could have, you know, done it on here and then cut it out, but I wanted to use a piece of that palette. So the paint section or the scrap, they're in the scrapbooking section at my store. So you can just take a piece of tape, tape it down on your desk, put them on there, and now they're not going anywhere. So while we work on them, use a pen if you want to, or, you know, paint. Trying to think how I want to do these. I guess I'll do like this. This is a brush tip. So I got the set of these markers and I love them because they do come with like 0.3, 0.5 and this brush. So it's literally like a paint marker. And then I also like to add a little blue to my eyes. I do. This is like the color of my son's eyes. They're so blue. We've always said it's so unfair because the boy got the beautiful eyes. Maddie's eyes are pretty, but even she knows Austin's are just blue as an ocean, especially if he's outside where it makes them big. You know, that blue part is just crazy blue. Try to go slow, give that a little blue. Okay. Here's my Micron pen. I use this too. You know, it's really about the same. those need to dry before we do anything. I want to put a little tiny white. If I'm doing something super tiny like this, I'll take a toothpick because I don't have a brush that has that tiny of a tip, and just do this. So there's your tip for today, if you haven't heard me say that yet. Okay, we've got the flower, we got the crow. Oh, how about a bow tie or something? And let's think. So we could still use this. I'm going to just try something and you guys will get to see if it works or not. Oh, thanks, Connie. You're sweet. It really is fun to get in here and play and hopefully inspire somebody. The best thing you can do is create something and show it to me. I just love it. And I'm going to do better. I don't know why I never think to show it off. But like I want to, with your permission, show it to people because then it inspires them. I don't know how much this will take if I pull it. But I was going to try to make a little bow tie with that, see? And I could go to twine, which I think is going to be safer. This is just not getting it as tight as I want it. So let me grab a piece of twine. Surely I have one handy. I know I've got Sorry Silk here. I just got some new twine and I don't know what I did with it. Let me see. Here's my little material or, you know, kind of fabric. Yep, I've got a little. So I don't throw them away. As you can see, this will be perfect for projects like this where you just need a little piece of something. And let's just cinch this little thing to make a bow tie. Oh, wow, Jackie, that is amazing. I'm happy. So happy. And I think that the more we make of these ATCs, the more you want to make, right? Tell me if that's been your experience. I think because you realize how something, for me, it's that I realize how something so tiny can bring joy to somebody. Like if we have the power to do that, then we should do that. You know? And, excuse me, everybody has the power to do that. It's just if you have the ability, the time, the resource, you know, all of it. But some people just can't do small things with their hands or whatever. But, okay, let's kind of give it a little curve to it. If you don't handle it too much, it won't fray. This is really good stuff. Let me see if it says where I got it. Well, as you can see, I used it for a paint palette one day, so I can't tell where I got it, but I don't know, maybe one of y'all recognize. I don't know. But you know, it's not hard to find. Oh, look how cute. Look at that. Now that's a symbol. You know I'm using Stick Fast, but you can use hot glue or any clear glue, whatever, Mod Podge would work. Maybe I should use Mod Podge. That's probably a safer bet than that crazy Stick Fast that's so, so sticky. So just pop it off of your tape. And since we're using painter's tape, it doesn't stick bad. It just... Where's my little toothpick? It escaped on me. Who said that? Andrea, thank you. I like to have a little bit wonky, you know, so a little bit slanted in or something. Not too bad, but just a little bit. Give some character. a little bit of his nose stuff, but that's okay because that was thick palette paper that I was using. Scoot him over just a notch so that this nose can stick right there. Now he's starting to take shape, isn't he? You start to see the personality coming out. Getting a little personality. That's fantastic, Anne. Yes. And if, you know, for anybody who just can't because their hands won't work in those small ways anymore, make them larger. Just make them larger. You know, it won't be like an official ATC because those guidelines, excuse me, are 2.5 by 3.5, but that's okay. The point is to create. I just hopped up and got this wire because I'm going to show you how you could use wire for the mouth. Now, if I used wire, I would have to probably plug in the hot glue gun and, you know, use a little dollop of glue. It would probably show, you know what I'm saying? But it could be really cute. Now, this is a little big. I made it too big, but I'm giving you an idea. And then you would just glue that down for the mouth. You see what I'm saying? So you could do that. I will just draw one with my pit pen. I'm going to dry this super fast just for a second. Hi, Patty. I'm sure it has, but that's okay. Glad you're here. Take whatever break you can get, guys. You know, if it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. Everybody say hi to Patty. She is busy taking care of a relative and family, and so I love when you guys pop in when you can. So there's the little mouth, just using my little, this is a very small nib, like a 0.3. Yeah, 0.3. So I can go over it a couple of times to make it darker. Okay, so also what I would do with this pen is, you know, make a few lines, like stitch lines. Kind of like that. And then even kind of go around the eye to kind of frame it a little. And around the nose. Now that nose isn't really dry. I can't really do much. I'm just barely touching it and cleaning my nib. Okay. Now let's do a little bit more raffia coming out from his bow tie. Should have thought about that. Oh, thanks, Sheila. Y'all are the sweetest. I'm telling you, you guys are so encouraging to me, and I hope that you get something from being here. You know, I hope that you feel encouraged too, and we'll try things, and coming on at noon is always good because I hope it resets your day. You know, I hope you're like, okay, I can make it. You know, had a little time for creativity. I'm inspired. I'm going to do some of these tonight or tomorrow or the weekend, and you know, grandkids, neighbors, postal worker, delivery man. Trust me, he will have someone he'll want to give this to. I can promise you. That's the way God works. So if he puts it on your heart to give one to someone, either they need it and it will turn around their day, or they know someone or will meet someone that needs it that day. It's just the way it works. So use your gift. Use what you're good at. Oh, that's cute, guys. I like it. I am going to just use stick fast like I never turned on my hot glue gun. So we'll just pop that down. I had not a plan other than to make a scarecrow today, and this turned out just cute as a button. So I'm going to give this away. I'm also going to make an envelope really fast to show you how to do that, because that also can really brighten somebody's day to get a little cute custom envelope. So we used raffia, we used a little piece of cardboard, we used a used palette, we used just a little bit of scrapbook paper, right? Very small amount. These are all scraps to go back in my little, I have a very small scrap box, and I will hang on to those. We used tiny bit of paint and a button. I mean, that's it. Just things you can probably find around your house. I am going to take this yellow on my toothpick and give that beak a little, oh, that's better. Yeah, that, you know, yellow takes 2 coats, and it's really good if you can add a little bit of white to it, but for something this small, there's no need. So let me hold this up and show you what we have. But I am going to stitch around him. So that's the brush. This is the 3. I'm going to do the 5. Let me grab the 5. 5's a little bigger. You know, something like that. And then kind of, I like to pull these up. Now, if I send this to somebody, they'll be flat by the time they get there, but you get the idea. And then we can trim them just a tad, so they're not too long. Kind of trying to trim some and not all, and that gives it character to have a few sticking there. Now let's see. What y'all thinking? And then I'm going to cut that and show you how easy you can just take your paper, either Mod Podge or I've used Stick Fast, you know, either one. Mod Podge will work just fine. And Mod Podge the paper. This is just a piece of watercolor paper. I make sure to go all the way to all the edges. Be sure the edges. And then I also take a little and spread it on this card. And I go over that edge. I go over this edge. And then I just don't want any thick spots, so just kind of take a look and then thin it out. If you've got like a line of glue, you want it to be nice and neat. And then add this to the card. And that makes it very sturdy and gives it a nice clean base if you're like me and messy hands and got paint or glue on the back of your card and want to cover it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't worry about it and just send it like it is, you know, with my information on the back. But if you want to take that extra step and do that, you can. Just kind of keep pressing all the edges until you know it's down good. So right there you see it kind of sticking up, so I'm going to just hold that a second. Okay. Let me move this out of the way and show you. I'm going to give you this envelope template too, so that you can make some of these. but this little card will come to somebody in this envelope. So all you need is a piece of paper. So if you think about it, you know, the envelopes that you get in the mail, I'm trying to find one that maybe doesn't have somebody's information on it, because all the ones I have right now, here's one. Okay, so this is an envelope I received one in, and you see this paper is super thin. This is literally almost like copy paper, okay? It does have, oh no, it's just literally like copy paper, so super thin. So this scrapbook paper is thicker than that. So that's all you need, is just any kind of paper that you can use. And here's the template, and I will upload it to where y'all can get it. And you just turn over your paper, put this down. This is definitely going above and beyond. You know, it's not necessary, but I just wanted to show you because it's fun. So it'd be fun to do for birthdays, or, you know, somebody that you really want to go extra for. And, you know, we don't always have time, but if you do, then it's fun. So just go around that. I just use scissors. You can use a, you know, paper cutter if you have one. But sometimes it's just faster to just cut than to go get it. You love it? Yes, yeah, sure. I'm glad to give it to you because, you know, like I said, I just think we need to share this joy. It's so easy to do. Can be very, very inexpensive, like basically almost free to make. And now listen, you can go crazy. There's lots of embellishments you can get in the scrapbooking aisle or on a scrapbooking website, things like that. But you know me, I'm going to show you some thrifty ways to do things. Now, when you get this far, you're going to fold at the corners. So I'm just going to take that and fold so that it, see how, same thing over here. Take it, bring it up to where those corners are. There's a corner, and just fold. You can use like a craft stick, or, you know, you've got something that you can do this, like a bone folder, and get a nice crease if you want to. And this one, fold in. And this one, fold in. And the long side, I'm going to do my inside in, and then the long side comes up, and I glue here. You can use, you know, Mod Podge if you want to. I have been using Stick Fast here because you want to talk about permanent hold. I just didn't want to take any chances, but, you know, let me know what glue you guys have used on these paper things, because I'm no expert on glue. And have a paper towel ready, because I'll take that paper towel and go along that edge, so if any squeezes out, it's on the paper towel. But then I'm just kind of rubbing it and holding it, kind of going back and forth while that glue dries. It takes a second for it to dry. But once it's dry, it's not budging, you guys. It's down. I'll show you inside. And then you just do the other side. And you can kind of flip it up, and that way you know exactly how much to put. If I did it on here first, which I went up a little high, so if you do it on this side, you can really see. Just put that glue, kind of rub it around. And then do the same thing where you, and that's all you do. So super easy, but think about this for, I always say, you know, we're not going to do this every day for everything, but birthdays, Christmas, holidays, Thanksgiving, even Halloween, you could grab a piece of scrapbook paper. You may have some. You can use any paper. You can use junk mail. Neutral pH adhesive glue. Okay, good. Elmer's purple glue stick. So Debbie, I wondered about a glue stick. I love using a glue stick, but I didn't know how permanent it would hold. Then how cute will that be coming in the mail? I put mine in these little, they're hard plastic, but these are much less expensive, and you want to write on the back and let them know. So we'll do that, and then I'll choose somebody to get this one. You typically put your name, the date. I just put August of 23. If you want to name it, so y'all tell me a name. So something Scarecrow, like we need an S word, I think. Permanent glue sticks. Let me just look at my glue stick. But mine doesn't say permanent. No, mine's not permanent. Acid free, but doesn't say permanent. Okay. And then I put my website. And if you have a name, and then if you have a number, let's say that I'm going to make 3 of these, then I might put number 1. You know, it was the first one I made. You also can go over the whole card with Mod Podge, which I will do. I'm not going to go over the raffia, but I'll go over all of the paper parts and all up here. And that way it just seals everything and gives it good protection. Sassy Scarecrow. Sammy Scarecrow. Is that it? Is that our 2 names? Yes, I think it does. Debbie. So I'm not sure if you are saying scrapes or scraps, but he's going to be scraps because that's what we used. So we're calling him either scraps or scrappy. How about scrappy? What do y'all think? So scraps or scrappy? Debbie, I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's what I read when I saw your thing, and that just stuck. Because he is made with scraps. We could even kind of go around, you know, I like to scribble around my things, and so that kind of gives him some more definition too. Scrappy he is. Okay. Now, if you're on here and you are like, I really want that, I'd love to have that, comment that. Just say something like, I want the Scarecrow, or I'd love that, you know, whatever. And I will choose somebody in 1 second once I get this in here. I'm trying to open this without, just very carefully. Now, I will, like I said, Mod Podge it before I actually send this, but this is, oh, see that cardboard's getting stuck right there. This is why you don't want to make it too big. You want to stick to the 2.5 by 3.5 size so you can get it into some type of protection. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. A lot of people are not putting them in any kind of case. They're just wrapping them in paper, or if you have something a little harder like this is just, you know, junk mail. So take a piece, fold it over, and put it inside that. Anything that you can do to protect it if it's got embellishments on it. You don't want this to run through the mail, you know, like that. So that's that. Super fun. I'm going to grab a little piece of label to put on this with someone's name, and then of course I will address it. But oops, so I'll be taking this off. I just want to, okay, I see some people that would like to have it. Yay, I'm glad. Where do you get the case? Jackie, I can post a link. I do believe I put a link in the VIP group, but I'll post it here also where y'all can get these. They came from Amazon. They're nice and sturdy, and they come in a big kit, you know, however many you want. I do like them, and I also got some, let me show you these others. These others are much less expensive. Is this them? Yeah, I guess this is them. I don't think this is them. I think I got these on Temu, actually. Need to be sure one will fit in here. Yeah, that came from Temu, so I've used a few of these. And this is, you know, great for protection too. And these are much, much cheaper. So I'll get y'all some links for those. So I would love to see you guys keep doing this. Okay, let's pick. Let's see how far I need to go up. Back and up. I'm going to go back and up a couple of times. Back and up, back and up. And I'm just going to randomly stop on Sue Watts Wants Scrappy. Sue Watts, you get Scrappy. I wish I could send Scrappy to every one of you guys. I really do, because it's just so fun. And I tell you what, let's pick a couple of others, and here's what I'm going to do. Let me grab an envelope. Hold tight. Hold tight. Oh, good. I thought I was out of envelopes. So we've got 2 envelopes here. I'm going to grab 2 more people and send you some scraps to make your own Scrappy. And Sue, I'll put some in yours too. So let's do that. It's going up, back, up, and back. And Nelda Sanders, I would cherish Scrappy. Oh, Nelda. Well, Nelda, I will send you some things to make Scrappy. This is how I have to do Happy Mail, or I just can't keep up. So I can't find where I wrote names, or I can't get your address, or, you know, so I'm doing it this way. Can I say, yes, Messenger. Yes, Sue, please do that. Going up and back, up and back, up and back. I'm going to try to go up a little farther. Kathy Lefevre's. Oh, that's so funny. You were right above Nelda, and I went up and back a few times. Kathy, are you still here, Kathy? Okay. If so, we will get some scraps to you so you can make one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hang tight, and I will get you the tracers and get you to make one yourself. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, as always, for sprinkling stars and hearts and just your support. You guys are amazing. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.